Hey, Frank and company. Appreciate the opportunity to lay down a few words for all of you about network marketing and the opportunity and why Kimmy and I chose Young Living in particular. But I'll just tell you a few stories and give you a few perspectives on, why this profession has been such a gift to us. So this year, 2017, marks my 40th year full time in network marketing, and the first 10 years were kind of a rodeo, but that's when I actually built a huge organization. I did it as a distributor. I had a lot of fun. I didn't learn a lot. I was just reckless and worked really hard 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and it didn't matter to me where I lived or where I traveled. I just worked really hard at building, and of course that works. And Kimmy had the same experience. She just got started 8 years ago, but in her first 4 years, she built an organization of 20,000 people. And, she and I came together through a series of circumstances. For the last 30 years, I've owned a couple of network marketing companies. But, let me bring the story to fruition. So, about 6 months ago, we started, having a conversation about our coaching and seminar business that of all the different companies whose leaders participate in our programs, Young Living leaders always seem to do the best. And so we started an inquiry as to why that was. Was it leadership training? Was it a compensation plan? Was it work ethic? What was it? And we actually discovered what we thought was the answer in Adam Green's back office. And the key word there is retention. And retention is what got our attention. That in Adam's back office, and we've found this to be consistent in other Young Living leaders, 40 to 50% of the people that sign up as members a year or 2 or 3 years later are active in the business. That means they're ordering, almost every month, or they're on essential rewards. And when you have a retention number of 40 or 50%, that makes the compounding math astronomical in comparison to the normal. And here's an example of normal. In our company, Life Matters, which had exceptional products, and as you might imagine, we thought an exceptional culture and compensation plan and field leadership program and training, because everything we teach in Bliss Business was focused on Life Matters. Our retention was around 10%. If you look at some of the big companies in our profession, the multi-billion-dollar companies that have been around for decades, their retention numbers are more like 1 or 2%. So at 1 or 2%, if you give it enough decades, 2, 3, 4, 5 decades, you can build a multi-billion-dollar company if you really focus on recruiting, like nonstop recruiting. But when you have a retention factor of 40 or 50%, you not only don't have to focus on recruiting a ton of people, but your growth trajectory is just going to be off the charts. It's kind of like, if you're getting a 10% return on your money invested, your money's going to double every 7 years. Well, so imagine the comparison of investing money at a 40% annual return versus a 4% annual return. In one, you're going to double your money, every couple of years. And in the other, you're going to double your money every 20 years. So the reason we had this idea of, wow, we could own our own company and keep grinding away for the next 20 or 30 years, or we could accelerate the whole process just by rolling our team into Young Living. And so the point of that whole story is, 40 years full time, here's the most important thing that I've learned about network marketing. What we have to offer more than anything in the world is residual income. And I like to call that asset income. And what that means is that you've built something that you can rely on the income coming every month. And if you build something that you can rely on the income coming every month without you having to drive it or manage it on a day-to-day basis, that's an asset. And the income that comes from that asset is, residual type income. And so when it comes to network marketing, you can make, $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month doing all kinds of things. But where can you invest 4 or 5 years on a very part-time basis and end up making $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000 a month for the rest of your life with a minimal amount of build or management effort? Where can you do that? You can't do it anywhere else but network marketing. And so what I want people to know about the financial opportunity is it's not about making money. You can make money doing all kinds of things. The unique advantage of network marketing is that you can build asset income. You can build something that is worth millions of dollars as an asset because it will pay you the same kind of residual income that an asset that we traditionally understand as an asset will pay you. For example, if you earn $10,000 a month off a real estate empire in rents, and that would be rents after management fees and taxes and maintenance on the property, and of course the property would have to be completely paid off. If you earn $10,000 a month in rents from real estate, that property's worth at least $2 million. If you earn $10,000 a month on an investment portfolio, stocks or bonds or any kind of liquid investment vehicle, and you're earning $10,000 a month, that portfolio is worth $2 million. If you earn $10,000 a month in network marketing and it's residual, meaning not that you could quit and earn $10,000 a month, but you don't have to drive it and build it every day or every week. You can show up on a conference call once or twice a month. You can send some acknowledgments. You can post a few things on Facebook. Maybe you spend a few hours a week on it and you're making $10,000 a month. That distributorship, just the distributorship in that company is worth a couple of $1 million. And you can build that kind of asset in network marketing in 4 or 5 years of a part-time effort. And you can do it under the mentorship and guidance of somebody that's already built a multi-million-dollar business in your exact same company with your exact same products, your same compensation plan, everything. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to go it alone. It's just like getting into a franchise. And instead of investing $500,000 or $1 million or $2 million, you're investing $500. And instead of having a rule book that tells you exactly what you have to do in a franchise, you have a mentor or a coach or an upline, somebody that's already done it to guide you. And instead of giving up your job and risking your entire net worth on some business that may or may not work, you can ease into this on a part-time basis. Get mentored, invest $500. 6 months down the road, you're making $500 a month. A year down the road, you're making $1,500 a month. 2 years down the road, you're making $3,000 a month. 3 years down the road, you're making $6,000 a month. And 4 years down the road, you're making $10,000 or $12,000 a month. Where else can you do that? That's the unique advantages of network marketing. The fact that you have a built-in success model to follow. You have mentoring, you have coaching that you don't even have to pay for. You can start it on a part-time basis. You don't need very much money. And you can build a business that will add to your net worth, your retirement, your financial freedom that's worth $1 million, $2 million, $3 million or more, and you can do it in 4 or 5 years on a part-time basis without leaving your job, and you don't ever have to leave your job. So this is the message that, Frank, that I thought I would lay down and share with your team. I hope it's of some value. The reason Kimmy and I found and embraced Young Living is, with the retention rate that Young Living has created with its products and its culture, its compensation plan, the Essential Rewards program, it just speeds up the entire wealth building process tenfold. It puts Young Living on a trajectory to be a $10, $20 billion a year company 10 years from now. And it allows us all to not get involved in that frantic, have to recruit 5 or 10 people a month every month for the rest of my life. You can recruit 1 or 2 or 3 people a month for a couple of years and build that multi-million-dollar empire, and then enjoy the freedom that it provides you for the rest of your life. So Kimmy and I look forward to meeting you, Frank, and your team down the road at some extraordinary Young Living event. If we can ever be of service to you, don't hesitate to reach out and ask for support, as we'd love to help you. Thanks. Have a great day.